I took a tumble.
Yeah.
I got Humpty Dumptied.
Oh no.
I got Jack and Jilled.
That's the one.
I went on a hike and I took a tumble. You just see me like a cat.
He just pops out. No, I'm allergic.
Like, it's outside. We're good.
I don't know what she said.
Yeah, humans get horny.
This poor woman.
Hate to break it to you, Catholics.
Yeah. We all feel the same thing.
Yeah, it's very normal for a woman to want to touch herself.
Hello and welcome to the 56th episode of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Uncle Marcus.
Uncle Marcus, you're okay.
I'm back.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You're
yes.
okay.
I'm okay. I missed last week's episode, but I'm okay now.
Producer Caesar is here, and we were both worried for you.
Yes, we
Yeah.
were.
I'm fine. Nothing. I don't know if you guys addressed it last week because I wouldn't listen to it, but I took a tumble.
Yeah.
I got Humpty Dumptied.
Oh no.
I got Jack and Jilled.
That's the one.
I went on a hike and I took a tumble. And I thought I injured my shoulder, and I did injure my shoulder, but it wasn't as serious as I thought it was. Yeah, I'm here now.
Damn.
I thought I broke it. Okay. I was going up an incline, a steep incline on this hike. And it's like towards the end of the hike. It's like the last push is this steep incline, and I was close to the bottom of the incline, and I must have slipped on a rock, something, because I did a fucking banana peel slip, and I took a tumble.
Oh
And
God.
I did maybe 2 full rolls
Wow.
because I was still at the bottom,
Yeah.
and I landed right on my shoulder.
You know, it's a shame we don't have camera crews
Footage,
watching us all the
'cause
time.
Even though I was in pain,
Yeah.
I was, part of me was like, that'd be great content.
I'd watch it all the time.
Because if I had saw someone do that, I think it was funny.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah. And I landed directly onto my shoulder, and as someone who's never broken a bone, the pain was, I had never felt that. It was pretty bad, but it wasn't. I didn't think like, oh, I'm gonna die pain, but it was something I never felt before.
Right.
So my first thought is I dislocated my shoulder because it was right on my shoulder,
Ugh.
like to a complete stop. I stopped moving, it was on my shoulder. Either dislocated it or I broke it.
Yeah.
Something's dislodged. I don't know. So I'm there I'm there for a minute, just like ugh. And so I get up and I can't move it. I'm just kind of like this. I'm like, well, I have to finish the hike. So I'm in the middle. I can't.
I can't quit now.
Yeah. Well, like, I have to get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Help!
I'm not
Someone
getting
help.
airlifted out. You know, it's not. Yeah. Help!
Anybody! Anyone!
And because it's hot outside now, finally, thank God, there's no one else on the hike.
Yeah, no one's gonna be out
else
there.
is out there.
Help you.
So I could do 2 things. I have 2 options because this trail is a loop. I can go the way I was going up the steep incline, which is right. It's like at the end of the hike, so it's less distance traveled. Or I can go back, which is an easier trail, but it's a fair distance longer. I was just like, well, I guess I got to get out of here. So sooner the better.
Yeah.
So I go up the steep incline. So I'm just like, I felt like, to tie it into Christian stuff, I felt like Jesus with the cross on my shoulder.
My God.
I have this
Holy Savior.
injury, loving Savior.
Savior.
I have this injury, and I'm walking like this slow up this incline, trying to just make it. And it was a test.
Oh no! Yeah,
It was
God
a trial.
was testing you. Yeah,
It was a trial, and
Father, why have you forsaken me?
yeah, what did I do?
What did I do?
What did I do?
It's the abridged version.
Other than offend all the Christians, what did I do?
They make fun of you all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry, God. Sorry, by the way, God.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So I got out of there, and then I was at home for a little bit, and then I was like, fuck, because it started swelling.
Ugh.
So I looked buff for a second.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should just go just in case. Because if it's dislocated, I don't know how to pop that back in.
Yeah, I don't
without
know.
hurting myself. Just you see like in the movies, they just slam it against the wall. And you're like, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
And then if it's broken, whatever. So
I can't.
yeah,
I can't do anything now.
I can't do anything. So I went to the doctor, and I was you have to go to the ER. I guess the ER. Yeah, if you don't have an appointment. Urgent care, ER, I think they're the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there with a giant shoulder, just like just wait. I'm on Instagram with one finger,
Yeah,
just
oh my
it's,
God.
it's on the seat, and I'm like sharing memes
Scrolling.
and stuff. So it's the same.
Help. So you're like
Yeah.
asking people around you. You wouldn't
Yeah.
ask them.
No.
But you're like, can you help me
Yeah,
scroll
can you
through?
repost this SpongeBob meme about Squidward? Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm not that person that takes pictures in the hospital or like in the doctor because it's very tacky to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's thick or whatever. All right. Do you see people do that, right?
do.
You're like, what are you doing?
And I'm like, I really don't need to see this.
Yeah, they do like a selfie of them in a gown, or they're just like Tuesdays, right? And you're like, so I didn't.
No
I'm
more.
not doing that. And then I got in to see the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, you're fine. Like, just ice it, and here you want some painkillers." Like, well, I guess since I came all the way down here, so they gave me some fucking Tylenol, but I'm okay.
Yeah, give me a go away gift.
Yeah, give me some Vicodin. Make it
Vicodin,
worth it.
yeah.
Make it worth it.
Yeah.
So, so they're like shoveling Vicodin in my mouth. But yeah, that's why I wasn't here last week, and
Wow.
I'm back.
It was a crazy day.
Yeah, there was
a few guests that came in.
That
Yeah.
came in here.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
guests.
they looked kind of familiar, but
A little bit. I think, yeah.
maybe they're
familiar.
related a little bit.
Maybe.
They looked related.
Extended family.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family.
Oh, God.
But it was weird. There's a moment where we got interrupted.
Oh,
Not even by the guests, but it was someone like from the other room, Caesar.
what?
That was weird.
Yeah, never in this whole time we've been here, somebody has come from a different company because they got locked out and they wanted to get into the bathroom so they could get their keys out of there.
Oh,
So
someone
about the
knocked on the
bathroom.
door.
I didn't even know other people were here at this time of night.
Mhm.
Oh, so you had to stop the show.
Yeah, we really had to stop the show. It was weird. We're like, oh, who's knocking? Was I too loud?
How
Like,
far?
This is weird.
They're like, we hear some strange women in there.
What?
How far into the show was it?
Like 25?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll have to
20
look it
minutes.
up before we leave. Did it make the cut? Did you cut it out? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Well, actually, I have the raw, so I can look at
The raw. Yeah,
the
check out the raw.
Got the raw dog.
The raw. food.
Okay, well, you had a good time though. You did some.
It was
a little bit of improv.
Yeah,
I saw a little bit
it's
of improv.
intense doing an hour straight of improv.
It's a lot. No cut. Well, you
That's
had
a
to
lot.
cut here and there. You
Yeah,
You changed
to change,
clothes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But especially when, like, I'm not saying I'm super trained, but you
I'm
like
not
some
saying
help.
that either. So yeah.
I'm not. No one's saying it. No one's saying it. I just watch movies and mess around.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
But it's like it is. It does make me appreciate the craft
Yeah.
because it's tough. But it was very therapeutic
Okay.
because I would say some stuff and it was kind of like I'm venting, but I'm in a different character, so
Oh.
no one gets in trouble. Like no one's feelings are hurt.
Maybe not in the moment.
Maybe not. Yeah. We'll see.
How was our
was fun.
guest host?
He looked nervous.
Okay. Why did he seem nervous?
Yeah.
What do you think he was nervous
Yeah.
about?
Just what the hell was going on? That would be a funny bit though if like we had a guest host and then I just come out in the
But they have
craziest.
no context.
They have
like,
no
what
idea.
did I sign up for?
They're like, why is he wearing a chicken suit? I don't know.
Did you wear a chicken suit?
No,
Oh,
that,
okay.
that could happen. You never know.
Could happen. No,
Never
who
know.
knows what's going to happen on this show? Yeah, you just show up and there's someone else in the seat.
That'd be wild.
It's
You're just like,
he
huh?
said, what if he did it as like, this is Uncle Marcus? Like,
He's
oh.
doing your impression of you the whole time.
Uncle Marcus got recast.
Yeah, I'm the second Aunt Viv. Or he's the second Aunt Viv.
That'd be
Oh, what
funny.
other shows did that besides Fresh Prince? Because that's like the notorious one. Is
That's
like
the big one.
The two Aunt Vivs. And one was definitely better than the other.
Yeah. I mean, well, 2.5 Men, they just brought in Ashton Kutcher and it was a new character.
Right. But I mean, like,
But the same character.
The Aunt Viv situation.
I don't know. What are
Maybe like
some
a
of the
Full
other ones?
House-ish.
Full House?
There was one on Roseanne. It was one of the girls got replaced with a new actress.
Oh, the sister?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's such a thing that you think about 90s shows, like, oh, yeah. Oh, Boy Meets World did it with
Boy Meets World.
Harley Kiner.
Yeah.
Was a different bully one episode.
With Harley and Harvey.
Harvey. Oh.
Harvey?
Yeah, because then
They
they
changed the
both
name.
came out in one episode together. The
Oh.
two bullies.
Yeah.
Well, no, they had Griff was the other bully.
Oh, right. You're right.
So, but he was a different character. But Harley got recast for one episode because the guy had a meltdown or whatever. And then he like came back in season 3 when they graduated. Like, oh, it's the original guy.
Yeah.
And then he came back and they did that sequel show, Girl Meets World.
Girl Meets World, yeah.
And then he came back in that too. Anyway. I'm not gonna get Aunt Viv'd on this show. God damn it.
That'd be so fun.
So I want to hear about Flappers.
Flappers happen, baby.
Flappers happened.
Woo.
Clint was up on stage at Flappers.
Woo, thank you.
Which room
Thank
were you
you.
in? The one
The main one.
that's on the right, right? When you walk into the right?
You walk in and it's to the right.
Yeah, okay.
That was intense. I
Yeah.
went in and I was like, I'm one of the friends of Jake Lewis and Friends.
Did you take a picture of yourself on stage?
Skylar did.
Okay, good. I haven't
Yeah.
we have to put one right here.
Mhm.
This is
We will.
him on stage because
I will.
I haven't even seen those pictures.
Yeah. I don't think he sent me all of them.
Okay.
But I have to still get the tape from them. I kind of guessed that I would go first
Yeah.
because
Spoilers, I wasn't there. So
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. A lot of other people weren't there. Flam, Slay, Producer Caesar. No,
Hey,
he's a
we
busy man.
We were working.
We're busy
That's why-
working.
I told you I was
people.
working.
No, I'll go harder at like getting people next time, like to come next time, because
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah.
if I could even just predict like that, I'd go first. It's like, oh, if you just come for the beginning, you can
Yeah,
leave.
you can leave. Yeah, you don't have to stay
Yeah,
the
you
whole
don't have
show.
to stay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that would probably would have been info for people to know. but I
Yeah,
didn't
you can
know
be
yet.
here for 15 minutes and then
Yeah,
you
then
can
just
go
go.
next door to
Yeah.
Barney's, whatever it is, and
Yeah.
have a drink.
Yeah, it's a great. You go to Barney's. You go to the AMC after. You go see a
We
movie.
can watch a movie,
Go see
yeah.
a movie. Go do
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
be a good time.
Mhm.
But I got in there. The green room's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Pretty small. Bunch
Nice.
of people signed the walls.
Are you allowed to bring guests into the green room?
So apparently yes.
Okay, so next time I want to
So
go
I
to the green room.
because I walked. So at the beginning he's like, "Oh, are these your guests?" And I'm like, "No, they have tickets."
Yeah. Well, I'm going to buy a ticket. I want to support the show.
Well, they're fans.
but but
You buy it, that'd be nice.
I
Yeah,
also
but you could be my guest.
I want to be in the
Yeah.
green room. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And it's just such a different feeling when you're surrounded by comedians.
Mhm.
All these people who like some of them have more experience than others, like me.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys, well, two of the guys have been on like Comedy Central, and you could tell when they were performing too, like, oh, he definitely does this a lot, and he's been doing it for a
Right.
long time.
You can tell who's more green
Yeah.
room
Yeah.
than others. Yeah.
And then there's people like my friend Jake, who's like, I just got back from South Korea. What should I do tonight? like what material? And he's like,
Yeah.
I have to record this thing for Halloween. I think I'm just gonna do my Halloween material.
Okay.
And it was pretty damn funny
Mhm.
because he has a song where he's trying to. So his bit is that he's like pitching this Halloween movie called Hallow Your Ween.
That like.
And so the whole song,
empty out
he's
your
trying to like
dick?
explain how he's not trying to jerk you off.
Okay.
Like, so he's trying to make it like, I'm not trying to do that with you. That's very like Danny Elfman like.
Okay. Oh.
So that was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
And you could tell, oh, he's done this before. And I have seen him do some of them before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's got his set
Yeah.
stuff,
Hell yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But going first, so I got there, I saw my name was at the top, and I was like, oh shit.
You got to
And
go in
they-
the audience is still cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It's a totally different thing because the MC, she was good, and she had like 10 minutes, but still like, oh, you get up there and you see the people in the front are like still eating their pizza.
Yeah.
They got wings and everything over there.
Mhm.
But I did have a lot of food jokes, so it's like okay. I was
Okay.
glad I was prepared with that
Did you talk about the food pyramid at all?
a little bit. Well, I don't know if I did food pyramid, but I have material because of this show
Right.
that we talk about it. I was talking about the stat that loneliness is as bad for you as 15 cigarettes a day. So as long as you're with somebody, you could eat whatever the hell you want, as long as you're not alone and feeling sad and have bad connections. So it's you look around, just be like, you could keep eating, you could keep eating. You're single, you gotta go. Single people, go run. You need to run. You need to do cardio because you're not getting it tonight. It's tough, but it was cool. But then it was really like I was the tester,
Right.
because I would see what's landing and what's not. So then by the time the later comics went up, they were just crushing.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But it's cool that everyone's funny. Like, it's really cool that it works out.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Because I've been to shows where, like, some of them aren't that funny.
We've all been to shows where some of them are not as funny as the others.
Yeah,
So.
I'm like, ugh.
But that's also like,
It could happen.
that could be the audience.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a good audience. It wasn't like the biggest. I was surprised that I could actually see people's faces.
Okay.
So the lights weren't that bright.
Okay. But you didn't see like the back of the room. You just saw the first, like.
I could see the back.
Okay.
So that's like kind of good, kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird how, like, when I get up there, I either remember a lot of the stuff I have planned, or like it's almost like you almost forget to have fun at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Also think is because I opened with like I'm in a bit of a dry spell, and it's like maybe that's not like the brightest thing to like start off with.
Yeah.
Maybe start off with just goofiness, just silliness.
Yeah. Well,
it's interesting.
The start of the show. You can't just be like, oh.
So I'm depressed.
Yeah. Everyone's, they're just
That'd be
like,
sad. Yeah,
I got
tell me more about
I got a
that.
mouthful of Chinese chicken salad, and this guy's talking about being single.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's doing.
But it was cool because, 5 minutes. They ask you at what time do you want to turn the light on?
Yeah.
So that you know when you're almost done.
Okay.
I just said like 4 minutes in.
Good.
But other people, because they had more time, were like halfway mark, so that you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Just cool. And it was, and I was like, looking back, like I could have done like a Titanic thing, but I was glad that it wasn't me. I was glad that it was Mark Ellis and not me, because he did really well.
Were they dead already when you went on stage? That submarine thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have that on you later to talk, because I didn't get to talk about it last week. It was gone.
No, I know you couldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Did it happen? I don't think it happened by the time we recorded, or we knew about it. We didn't know it imploded.
Did we know about it
By
when
Thursday?
you recorded?
But
Not when
we
I
recorded.
went. Yeah. Okay.
No.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. But he had some good stuff. No,
Yeah.
looking back, I should have just sang the Titanic song.
On that note, speaking of blue waters and frozen frigid deaths, we're sponsored by Good Liquor this week,
Good liquor.
but not really. We're tasting out this traditional blue drink. Caesar, did you find out what
Vodka.
this is?
Vodka.
Okay, it's vodka.
I knew it. I
There's
cannot
nothing
taste the
on this
vodka.
label that says what it is, so we're just testing it out, and it kind of tastes like Kool-Aid, so I'm going to pour a little bit more into my cup here. Would you like some more as well, Clint?
Sure.
That was kind of
It is
loud.
very
I just kept going.
That's good.
At goodliquor.co on Instagram.
There you go. Shout out.
At goodliquor.co.
Do they have other flavors besides traditional blue?
Yeah, they have like a pink lemonade.
Traditional
It's called
green?
Pink panties.
Traditional red?
Pink panties.
Pink panties?
Ooh.
Why didn't you get that
New
one?
flavor.
Oh, it's new.
It tastes like pussy. We're like, is that snapper or pussy? Could be the same thing.
How did they get it right? Is what I want to know. How did they know?
Snapper. Either a snapper or a copper or labia. Okay.
Oh, it's like the mystery beans. You don't know which
Harry
one it's
Potter
going to be.
What if one of the Harry Potter beans was pussy?
Oh, no.
It's got to be something.
Oh, and then one's dick.
What's some of the dirtier flavor? Okay, let's think about this. Some of the dirtier flavors in Harry Potter: pussy. If you were to make the beans, feces, cum,
Vomit. That's a real one.
Vomit. Vomit's a real one.
I've had the vomit bean before. It just kind of tastes salty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they want you to throw
No,
up. But that'd be funny
and
if the
everyone's
vomit
tastes different.
That'd be funny if the vomit bean was just like a pill so that you could throw up.
Oh my god! What else could be gross? Brussels sprouts?
Ooh, yeah.
Went from
It gives
pussy to
you
Brussels sprouts.
it gives you IBS.
Ew.
The flavor.
The dirty diaper flavor.
Oh, ooh.
Ugh. Baby
Man.
poop.
or even just bad BO.
BO
When someone has
flavored?
bad BO.
You can taste so bad you can taste
Locker
it.
room.
Ugh. Like taint.
Taint,
yeah.
Yeah, just worked out.
Yeah. Ooh. Hot gooch.
Steam room.
That's also the cum flavor. Anyway, enough of that.
Lord. So anyways.
cheers to the blue.
Yeah,
and
cheers,
and
Blue.
to Flappers.
Flappers. It was a
He'll
good
be there
time.
next month, maybe.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he said I could come back. And he's going to come on here. I just got
Hell yeah.
to
Shout
book
out.
some peeps.
Friend of the show. We got some guests coming up soon. But yeah, I'd like to go to the show, hang out in the green room,
Yeah.
pretend like I'm a comic. Like, guys, I'm not going on stage though. Yeah,
cool.
Okay, so today when I was writing, because I downloaded this, I wrote this down for later, but I can talk about it now. I downloaded Final Draft
Oh, yeah.
just because I'm trying to work on some scripts,
Mm-hmm.
writer's strike, and I'm working on scripts now. In addition to my usual writings, I want to start writing like narratives and stuff, and script work.
Mm-hmm.
So I downloaded Final Draft, but while I was writing, kind of messing around with it today, I was like thinking about like if I were to go on stage, I don't even know how to write an act. I don't. I have plenty of funny stories, but I don't really know how to turn it into an act.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to learn how to do that because when I was hanging out with my friend the other day, he was like, because I told him about you doing your open mics and then you're going to Flappers, and he's like, well, when are you going to do it? And I was like, I wouldn't even know how to get up there and talk. Obviously I can talk in front of a camera, I can talk in front of a microphone. I have no problem doing that, but I don't know how to put an act together.
Yeah.
And everything I've read online about it is like you just have to, it's trial by fire or like take a class. And I'm 34, I'm not taking a class. So
I mean, it could, and Flappers has good classes. You could do a class of Flappers.
okay.
Even if it's like a day class.
Yeah.
They have, I went to one that was just a day one.
I'd have to.
That was kind of
okay.
cool.
I'm gonna check that out
Yeah.
because I would like to get on stage,
Yeah.
especially now that you're going on
Yeah.
stage. I
You
feel
got to
like
do it.
I could do it.
Yeah. It's just a workout. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like going to the gym.
It's like those hikes every day.
Yeah.
that I
You got to
do.
just
Let's
get back on the trail.
Yeah, start doing it.
Even if you tumble.
Yeah, take
Too
a
soon.
tumble. Well, I feel like I will take a tumble
You
on
might.
the stage.
You might.
Maybe literally, and then
Yeah.
that'll hit. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Like with being on stage, I feel like I, also because I just write every day. So I feel like I like overthought it, like overplanned. Because I even did a little like Robin Williams thing. And and it's like the greatest feeling when comedians compliment you. Because we like to hear that we're funny, but
Yeah.
when they're like, oh, your Robin is really good, it's like, oh, I should have done like 2 minutes as Robin.
Yeah,
God damn it.
that's a lot.
But then maybe too much. I have a bit where it's like I like Inception Robin Williams into other movies that he's not in.
Yeah,
Because I was on a date
like
with a girl.
in Inception.
Like in Inception. Where he's like, hold me, Jack. Titanic. And I'm
Yeah.
like, too soon, Titanic.
He's the Rose. In that
He's
movie.
Rose, yes. Oh, Leah, hold me. I never want to leave you off this boat. Actually, no, there's no room. Sorry. He sinks.
He sings.
I'll never forget that boy. Yeah, like, and that's also what I really took from it was like, oh, just remember, just be fun. Just be, have fun.
Just have fun. Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, oh, but this part needs to go to this part. So I have to open with that.
Uh-huh.
And like, because I like the comedians that are all technical.
Right.
But then I'm also like, oh, maybe I just need to be just more
Well, that's
free.
also the thing that I struggle with is finding my voice because I can do this obviously, but this doesn't translate to stage necessarily. I mean, in ways it could.
Yeah.
But I'd have to figure that out.
It's because of it is because of the specific set of time.
Yeah.
Because like I was given 5 minutes, so I can't get all loose like on the pod.
Yeah.
The pod we can spend a while as a cat. Was it cat fall?
I don't know what that was. Oh, I know what it was. So it was something in my pocket.
Oh my god.
Sorry, go ahead.
It was a condom.
The cat was loose.
That's a big condom.
Yeah, this is a giant condom.
Jesus Christ.
I don't. It's just for the head. Okay. Kind of like a snake head, isn't it?
God. Does
I
it
like
cling
I
onto
like
it?
to call it King Cobra.
Ooh.
That's not funny. Go ahead. You were saying about a loose cat.
What was that? Jumping around.
You just see him like a cat.
He just pops up. No, I'm allergic.
Like It's outside. We're good. Anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, getting on stage.
Yeah,
is,
just getting it is daunting.
I gotta just do the whole Band-Aid thing and just just get up
Just
there,
do it.
get up there and bomb, get up there and get booed. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would bother me too much, but maybe it will. I don't know. So,
Maybe you'll love it. I don't know.
yeah, maybe we'll love it. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So the next time, I'll go next month when you go up again, and I'll
Okay.
suss it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But can I talk about what I did last week?
Mm-hmm.
So I was gone last week, and I talked about my fall, so that was my Humpty Dumpty moment. Talked about flappers already. Okay, so last week I got to go to the very first Annie Wood and Friends show, which is Annie Letterman, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend
Wow.
of the show.
Friend of the show.
Maybe one day, probably not.
Jeez.
But
Hey, whoa,
friend of
whoa,
me,
whoa.
friend of
the
me.
show.
Yeah, I think at this point I can say we're acquainted.
She knows about you.
she-
so
yeah,
that's
she-
the biggest step.
Remembered me. So we went to the show. It was at the Comedy Store in the main room. You know how much we love the Comedy Store.
it.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a great lineup. The heavy hitters on this show: Annie, Tim Dillon, Whitney Cummings, Ryan Sickler.
Oh, Whitney was there.
Whitney was there. Because that was the day she said she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I was like, 'cause I saw it earlier that day, and I was like, she's got to talk about it on stage tonight.
Yeah.
She's going
Yeah.
to. And that was the very first thing she said. She's like, I don't know if you guys noticed earlier today or not, but I'm pregnant. You know, she's like, she is. I'm pregnant. And then her whole like 15 minutes, I don't remember, maybe 10. She wasn't up there that long, but the whole thing was trans jokes.
Oh,
But
perfect.
they were hilarious. They were so funny.
Man.
So her whole bit was trans jokes. It all hit too. Every joke hit. There was nothing that fell flat.
Very Transformers.
Yes, she didn't say Transformers at all. That's
our thing.
all you. That's
me.
Your thing.
That's my
I'm not getting involved in the trans stuff. Yeah, that was funny. Tim Dillon was funny, but I like him better on his podcast because he's just so unhinged.
Yeah.
Like he'll just say whatever pops into his head. That it was different. It was unique and different seeing him have like a structured act. But it was still funny.
Yeah.
Sickler I've heard all of his stuff already.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it was a lot of his.
I know.
There was nothing new that he said, which is fine. He got a bunch of laughs as he should. And then there was some other like people that are just kind of not as well known who are all very funny. So it was a great show.
That's cool.
Josh Potter was there too. Josh Potter was
Josh
hilarious. The cockroach, as we like to call him. He was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
But after the show, so I've never been to the Comedy Store. There was a little bar outside, and then the main room it has like you go through the back way and you're at the bar. You go out through the front and you go into the bar. We went out through the front, and we were gonna go home, but then the group I was with, this isn't like me. I want to go home normally afterwards, but I was on such a high from the show. I was like, you guys want to get another drink out here? And we Ubered, so no one was driving.
Nice.
Like, yeah, let's do it. So we hung out outside and got another drink, and I won't say this part. I'll tell you off.
That's right.
But we got a drink outside, and we're out there drinking, like, and Josh Potter comes out, and I was like, right, that's Josh Potter. And then the dudes that I was with, they don't really know comedy. They just want to have a good time. So they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, I'm a fan. He was like, he's really funny, right? And they're like, go say hi to him. And I was like, no. He was with a lady too, so I'm not going to be that guy who's like, hey, I'm a fan.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
All right, creep.
And he was close to us. He was like me to the wall. Like he was within earshot almost. So maybe an eye shot because he's blind, if you don't know. He's very blind. So he'd be looking like right at me, but his eyes like this way.
Aw.
So
Poor guy.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna say hi. And then because I had a few beers, they were like, just go say hi. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I went over and I was like, hey, Josh, like I'm a fan, love the podcast, love your act. He's like, oh, thank you. So like he was, I can't do an impression of him, but he talks a specific way. And he had like a little like tete-a-tete. And I was like, all right, I'll let you get back to your lady, whatever. And he's like, okay, cool. So then I went back to the table and I was like, I spoke to a comedian. Yeah. And so we hung out for a little bit. Ali Makowski was there too, talking to the door lady that was right there. And we were like this close to her, and like they have no idea who this chick is. And I'm like, she's a funny comedian. They're like, whatever. I'm like, Clint needs to be here because like he
damn
would
it.
know everyone and be excited about it.
Mhm.
And so I was like, okay. I didn't say hi to her. And then we're about to leave because it was getting kind of late. And then Annie comes out, and I was like, oh my god! Like, and I was
Friend of the
like,
show.
friend of the show. I was like, I have to say something to her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a huge fan of hers. And so she's talking to a bunch of people. So I'm like, kind of like waiting to get in there. Like, wait for my turn.
Yeah.
And I see it. So like kind of walk over there and I'm like, Annie, like, great show tonight. Had a lot of fun. You may not remember me. My name is Marcus. We met at Flappers. I was like the $20 holla. Like,
Holla.
and she did remember. She's like, oh my gosh. And then she gave me a hug. And then we talked for a little bit. And then I did the same thing with Josh. Like, oh, you got a lot of people to talk to. So like, I'll like, have a good night. Thank you so much. And she like said thanks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I was wearing this shirt when I went.
Damn.
But I didn't wear it.
Just signed it again.
I could have signed it again. Like, if you can't see, like, it's signed by her. Yeah, it's addressed to Marcus. So
$20 holla.
$20 hello. This is an Annie Letterman shirt, by the way. And it was just a great night. At a really great night, I was kind of like, like in a Looney Tunes cartoon where like the wolf smells the pie and it's like kind of like floating.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Hard eyes.
Yeah. So it was a great night. I was just like, fuck, that was an amazing night. Because like
Mm-hmm.
I expected to have a good time that night, but I didn't expect to talk to her.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to talk to Josh Potter. I knew some of the people that were going to be in the lineup. I didn't know all of them. And then once you go to these events and you have a certain level of expectation, and then once it completely exceeds it, and you're just like, this is the fucking best.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe, it's just like, I'm gonna remember this night for a long time, maybe forever.
Yeah.
And
Just got to keep having nights like that.
just being at the Comedy Store, it's just like I've said, like, this is my tribe. Like I fucking vibe with this place.
Yeah.
Like I can hear all the conversations around me, and I'm like, everybody here is fun. Like even obviously Ali was a comedian, but like everybody's funny here.
Yeah.
Like, this is just like
The whole building.
there's
is
an
full of
energy
funny
in
people.
that. There's an energy
Yeah.
in that building.
Yeah.
Where like I just feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Like how do I get that all the time?
yeah, and like unfortunately I don't live close enough to be like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to this, like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go hang out at the store. Like I wish I could.
Yeah. Me
Maybe
too.
one day I will if I make enough money to live in LA. But like
Yeah.
it's just there's nothing like it. And even the friends that I was with who did not like they don't dislike comedy, but they're not like me.
Mhm.
And so they went there and I was like, did you guys have fun tonight on the way home? And like they were like, that was incredible. They were just
Nice.
like, I can't believe we've never been to a comedy show before. And I was like, isn't it the fucking best? Isn't
Yeah.
it the best? And then now they want to go back all the time, and they
Nice.
probably won't because they're all talk. But it was like, I don't know. It's just something about the store is just, it's just, I don't know. It's like home,
It is.
and I hope
Yeah.
one day I'm not trying to be like a stand-up, but I hope like one day that just by going so often that like maybe they'll know me. Like, oh,
Mhm.
hey, Mark. Like, just have that feeling of comfort reciprocated from the
Yeah.
store would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It
I
was
think
great.
so. We just got to keep
You just
doing
got
it.
to keep showing up. You just got to keep
Keep-
being present.
Yeah. Yeah. Be present.
Yeah. Just
Show up.
Just keep being around.
That's literally how, like, we're at 56 episodes here.
Yeah. Yeah. We just come here every week.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Just show up.
But like, yeah, say like you with the flappers thing, like
Mhm.
just start fucking, just keep going.
I know, and then
like,
talking to them, like the comedians,
just
they're
be
all
around it.
being helpful.
Mm-hmm.
They're considerate and they're kind and they're cool.
And they're just like-minded.
And
Because
they're
even
the same. Like they'll come up with stuff, and I'm like, oh, I would have thought of that too.
even
Nice.
if sorry, with the blue burp. Even if like it, not even like in terms of career.
Yeah,
it's
just
just
to hang.
like the joy you feel around being around like-minded people,
Mhm.
or just people who kind of want the same things that you do, and you're like kind of just you're varying levels of success, but you're just all in it together. It's like this is incredible.
Yeah.
You can just it just fills you with so much joy that it sucks that it took this long to find it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I have found it, now that we have found it, it's like I don't want to let go of this.
I don't want to lose it.
You
Yeah.
know, I can't even imagine what my life would be like now without comedy,
I don't
without
want to.
stand up.
Yeah.
I can't even like what would I be doing it because
Yeah.
it's so much a part of my everyday now that I can't
Mhm.
even fathom not having it.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
So
it's
thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you, comedy.
Thank you, comedy. You may not know who I am yet, but I know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you may never know who I am. Who knows?
Maybe.
But maybe. Yeah, maybe.
No, they know you.
Yeah.
$20 holla.
$20. Yeah, yes, exactly. They know who I am. I had to pay for
remember.
it, but you know who I am. Which is fine. It's fine. I'm okay to pay
It's
it.
the price to pay.
I don't spend my money on anything else. So, so yeah, I downloaded the final draft to work on scripts. I talked about it already. Did you
Nice.
watch The Fat Machine? Or no?
No,
Okay, that's the Burt Kreischer movie.
not yet. Let's
Okay.
see.
Me neither.
Sorry, Bert.
It didn't look that great, actually.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I thought it looked kind of like a weird action movie.
It's an action comedy, yeah.
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 Burt Kreischer is not an action star.
Yeah.
So
But isn't it a true story about what happened? to
It
him?
is the true story.
it's
yeah.
a glossy version of what happened. I mean, he's not jumping from train to train
Yeah.
with explosions, but it is based on a true story of what happened to him.
Because then it's also the story of if the real story followed him into like today.
Oh god.
So then if the Russians are coming for him, we're here for the machine.
Yeah.
And like what would happen
fat
with that?
machine.
The fat machine.
I agree with Marcus.
Yeah. You saw the trailers, right?
Yeah.
And like I was kind of like, this looks kind of like a if this was the 90s, like a TNT movie or a USA movie. Where it's like, I don't really.
I feel like I grew up on those.
Yeah.
I did too, but
so bad.
it's also 2023 now. So, so no. Kind of like how Black Adam was when I saw the movie. I was like, this movie would be perfect in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Or
not today.
2000.
2000, yeah.
Yeah.
2001.
Like,
2001.
2001.
Yeah.
Like around Green
around.
Lantern time.
Yeah.
Even
And I also
then.
wrote down Duolingo because I'm learning Japanese, but that's not that interesting to talk about.
Japanese.
So, yeah. I'm trying to go to Japan
Have
next
you-
year.
Oh, yeah. Next year.
Yeah, I got a new credit card.
Huh.
And it's one that, your points go towards travel and
Travel.
stuff. So I'm going to Japan next year.
Wow.
And Korea, maybe. I want to go to both, but we'll see.
Do it.
We'll see.
Yeah. Jake Lewis was just in Korea.
Chelsea was just in
wild.
Japan.
Yeah.
And Eric.
So
Eric?
those are cool
Eric,
places.
yeah.
Eric. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do
I
it.
was thinking Mickey Mouse. Like Mickey Mouse was there too.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Do you have anything else before we end this topics?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into topics then. What do I want to start with? We'll start with yours first. So,
Okay.
Oscar. Wait a minute. Do I have a funny one? Yeah, we'll start with yours.
Yeah.
It's already up on screen. Oscars voters rip into ridiculous new diversity rules for Best Picture. So did you read this article?
Not
Or
as I just knew like
skimmed it. 'cause 'I'd heard about this already.
Yeah.
A few months ago, I think, or maybe weeks ago.
because it just doesn't make sense for like to make real stories. Like I get it if we're doing a movie based off like my high school experience,
Yeah.
because it would be about this. It'd be pretty
Well, here's what this says.
because I grew up in the suburbs of Chino Hills, so like I had diversity around me,
Right.
so it would make sense. But it doesn't make sense if we're making a movie about like my grandpa growing up in Scotland.
Yeah. Right.
There's no people of
Or
color
like
out there.
in Queens.
Yeah.
Or in Harlem.
Yeah.
So starting with the March 2024 awards, movies will not be considered for a Best Picture nomination unless they meet 2 out of 4 standards. Okay. One of them is featuring a lead or significant supporting character from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group, have a main storyline that focuses on an unrepresented group. That's a long word. Underrepresented group, or at least 30% of the cast comes from 2 or more unrepresented groups. Blah, 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 blah. Men, women, ethnic minorities. Women is unrepresented.
Women.
That's interesting.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
LGBTQ or the disabled.
Hmm.
So 30% of the cast has to be of that group
So that's one.
in order to be up for Best Picture. It's got some voting.
It's completely ridiculous.
It is.
I mean, it is, because think about the impact movies like, and I'm going to bring up a movie that it would not work if they had the diversity. Black Panther.
Well, they're all minorities in that one. But it is.
But because you would still need to do the rule. You still have to do the rule of representing. You'd still need to throw in the other races, right?
No, because they're underrepresented.
So they're underrepresented, so
fine.
it's okay.
So that's 100%.
So that's okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
Black Panther's
okay.
okay because of this?
Yes. But if
Okay.
it was, so like take Banshees of Inisherin,
Yeah.
they're all white in that movie.
Irish and white, yeah.
That's all. I didn't see it, but that's like,
Yeah.
from what I've heard, that's an incredible movie, and it
Yeah.
was nominated for Best Picture. They wouldn't be nominated because it's not 30%.
Or they wouldn't get this one, but they could try the other three points you need to have.
Well,
Because you need 2 of the 4. That's what it said.
30% of the cast has
Yeah.
to come from 2 or more. So they
Yeah.
need to be 30% women, since they're all whites. 30%
Mm-hmm.
women, 30% gay or disabled.
So
Which I don't see that movie, but I don't know
Well,
if they are.
there's only like 4 or 5 people in that movie to max.
yeah.
So 30%
have
would be like
women
one
represented.
person.
Yeah, women
that's
are there. So
one woman.
So it's good, right? So
But it has to have 2. So it also has to be a non-white, a gay, or a disabled.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to have 2.
Oh, they need 2. Oh.
Yeah, it comes from 2 or more.
2 or more.
Just
like
it's so like
so weird. It's like just like a formula.
just a
Yeah,
weird
so
So
we're
check,
just-
my quota.
just
you
a,
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
weird checklist that
You
has
have
to be met.
get the quota. It's not, oh, they're a great actor.
Makes sense for the script.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not, oh,
Yeah.
the story. Like,
this movie. They're all Asian.
yeah.
Well,
So-
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Mm-hmm.
mostly Asian.
She was good.
I don't know. That is a kind of a weird because it's just like it's not like so. Well, I guess Banshees of Inisherin. They're not like it makes sense for where they're at in the world
Yeah.
that they would have an all-white cast.
Yeah.
You know, and there's women in it, but I don't know. It is weird.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you would just have to, fill that into your script writing if you're making a totally original movie?
Yeah, or just have to be like, hey, we got to change this character's ethnicity, or like we got to break
Yeah.
their legs or something so that they're
Oh my
disabled.
God.
You know, like, so that put them in a wheelchair so we can get the nomination for best.
Man.
But the Oscars are dying anyway, so
Yeah, so who cares anyways?
This is probably one of the final nails in the coffin.
This is
where it's
probably
like,
it. And
Nobody watches these anyway anymore, and
Yeah.
now you're gonna
now
do
they're
this?
really not going to watch them.
Well, because now how many movies are nominated? Like 10?
10
It's
for
gonna
Best
go,
Picture.
Go
yeah.
down to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What if they're not the LGBTQ community, but in the movie they are? Does that count?
I don't think this says
Like the actor isn't.
Actor
Yeah.
isn't, but the character is.
I don't know if they like that anymore because
Yeah.
many actors have won awards for playing gay people,
You're right, and now it's
like
no,
Tom
it's
Hanks.
not cool and do that.
And now it's apparently not cool because all the actors who are they as good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe are not getting that part, but it's like you also didn't get the part.
That's like
though.
it's so dumb. Where when the whale came out, they're like, "Why can't I
Yeah.
get an actual fat guy?" It's like
I hope there's no one.
I hope no
that
one that
big.
weight is trying to be an actor.
Yeah.
it's sorry.
gonna
There's
be-
no roles for you.
It's gonna be tough, dude.
Yeah.
And we're also not getting any. Hopefully you don't get any crackheads who are playing crackheads.
yeah.
You know,
Crackheads are like, don't appropriate my culture.
yeah, don't appropriate. Hey, it should be a crackhead playing that part,
You have to make the
not
best
Halle Berry. What?
I want to be inclusive, but I don't want to put in a person from a certain ethnic group who doesn't belong there because of the story being told.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make a movie with an LGBT character who doesn't make sense with the narrative.
Yeah.
You can't do this without hurting the movie. It's ridiculous to be told what to do at the expense of getting people into movie theaters.
And it's not going to get them in.
Yeah. People are going to watch what they want to watch anyway. I feel like people
It's
don't really
just-
care as
yeah.
much about these boxes that they think they do.
Yeah.
Or that, the New York Post makes us think, well, they're kind of not really. I don't know. It's not as big a deal, I think, as some people think it is. Where It's like they just want to go to the movies
Just
and
wanna
watch
go.
a movie.
Yeah. And if you're not going to do it well, they'll let you know by not going.
I don't know.
Strange.
The Oscars suck anyway. No one's gonna. They're gonna be. I predict 10 is kind of long. 5 is too short. 7 years are gonna be gone,
Maybe.
or just gonna be
At this rate, yeah.
I think 5 is even.
5. Okay.
5,
Yeah.
jeez.
Okay. I predict 6.
Because I don't know if,
6 years are gonna be gone, or they're just gonna be
Not televised?
not televised.
Wow.
It's just gonna be so different. It's gonna be like a live stream or something. It's just gonna be a live stream in front of a PowerPoint kind of deal.
yeah.
Like, there's going to be no audience. There's going to be no like red carpet. There's going to be no pageantry of it. It's just going to be like, these movies are good and we want this one to win. It's going to be, because already nobody really cares anyway. When we
Yeah.
covered it with Chelsea, we were talking about people falling over on the red carpet, right? So Lady Gaga getting her butt touched in her Catwoman costume.
Yeah, they'll watch the Met Gala before they watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, enough. So this one, also yours. Disabled Texas nun booted from monastery for sexting with priest, but denies breaking vow of chastity. Well, there was no penetration, so she's kind of right.
You put a mister before her sisters. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh God, indeed. So did you read this one? Or it was a
A
headline?
little bit. It was. I made a horrible mistake, Gurlach said in a recording played in court. I was not in my right mind. So she says, allegedly broke. Oh, who uses a wheelchair and feeding tube? Ooh, we got
What?
the disabled.
Wait. She uses a wheelchair and a feeding tube?
Yes.
Ugh, and she's 43?
Yeah, I guess broke her vow of chastity at the monastery she ran in Fort Worth. Allegedly, I was talking about I was not in my right mind. Even a nun can fall. Oh my God. I don't know what she said.
Yeah, humans get horny.
This poor woman.
Hate to break it to you, Catholics.
Yeah. We all feel the same thing.
Yeah, it's very normal for a woman to want to touch herself.
Wow, suing for $1 million.
Wait, the nun is suing.
Yeah.
Accusing Olsen of invading her privacy.
Seizing her electronics and defaming
Nuns
her,
can sue people?
I guess.
They need money?
Oh, they
Don't they live like
off the church?
servants? Yeah, off the church. I saw Sister Act.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
have
she
bank
needs
accounts?
$1 million.
They have bank accounts?
Man, that ain't going to God.
Puts it on the tithing.
Yeah, here it is. This is a victory for us.
Yeah, the man that you sued is going to get it all back when you tithe it. Because the tithing goes to whoever knows.
Yeah.
You know, the basket goes in the back. Who knows who's dipping into that basket? Gerlach also said she's no twisted sister. Insisting she had fallen in love with the priest and suffered from seizures. That caused a lapse in her judgment.
Oh, to this
She had a
guy?
seizure and all of a sudden she was horny. The audio played in court. Gerlach admitted to getting friskier with the phone and via video chat. Ooh. But said he had never met the man in question in person. So she was sending out dirty videos.
Viral.
And, voice memos. it
On the
sounds like.
line.
I mean, nun porn is a thing. So
Oof.
maybe she, I don't know. It is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Caesar. Yes.
What?
Huh? I don't know. He knows.
Yeah, there's porn for everything.
Yeah, it's for
There's
everything.
porn for
There's for everything. This is, crippled porn too. I promise you, Bishop, at the time I was having seizures and I was really in a really difficult position. And I think my brain just got really messed up.
Same.
Okay, I predict in 10 years, the Catholic Church will be gone.
Honestly, yeah.
Or,
Maybe.
Or just the nuns won't be
In
celibate
general?
anymore. Or they'll just realize, like, hey, we gotta fuck. Like, look at this lady.
Let's just do it. This
Look at
poor
this,
woman.
Look at this poor, this one right. I can't do it
Aw.
anymore. This one right here. She looks like she has AIDS.
She does. They all do.
They all look
Even
terrifying.
the old small one.
This one-
She has needs too. Look at her.
They just need to get railed.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's three
And
for
do
sure.
some Hail Marys and she's good.
These two for sure are, they've gone through the change, but these ones might still be okay.
They've gone through the change. Oh my God.
Oh, people are gonna hate me for that. I made a joke about that at work. There were these two ladies in their 50s that work with me who were like real bitchy one day. And I was like, oh, they must be going through the change. I didn't say it to them, but there was another woman that I work with who is older than them. And she's like me. Like, I can make jokes around her. And I said that to her, and she was like, easy. Like, it's like, if there was a bunch of men, that would have killed.
Yeah, it would.
Anyway, nuns are horny.
Nuns.
Okay. So this one,
Worth.
oops. I gave my groom a NSFW, not safe for work, lap dance at our
Oh.
wedding. Guests cringed, but he loved it. So what is our fun for this one? First comes love, then comes the bride. No. First comes love, then comes marriage. Then comes this bride wildly twerking her undercarriage.
Oh my
Is there a
God.
video?
Where's the video?
Easy, you guys. We'll get there. Not so and not so. Where's the video?
Where is it?
Not so blushing bride named Natalie Saunders Shocked the pants off her groom and wedding guests. Sorry, that was loud. Shocked the guests when she flipped upside down and popped her crotch in his face during a lap dance at their post-nuptials reception.
Oh my God.
When you've had too many drinks at your wedding, Saunders, blah, blah, blah. So let's see it. It's down here somewhere.
She spelled it too many. Yeah, she did.
Mm.
Spelled too many wrong.
Dear Lord.
Oh,
The
Whoa.
music.
okay. That's
Oh my God.
not that one.
Where are we?
Go to the down left button right there. It says
Oh.
replay. Right.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa! What the hell?
Okay.
That's not too
That's
bad.
a bit.
I was expecting more of a.
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
kind of impressive though.
it's not like she took her panties off
Mm.
Yeah.
and like put them in his teeth. Put them in his teeth.
But don't they do the whole like they take the ankle thing off?
Yeah, they
The
do
garter.
the
Yeah,
garter.
that's
Garter?
disgusting.
Yeah, it's like
nastier
That's
than
gross too.
yeah, it's like let's lift up your skirt here and
Ugh.
take off this sweaty thigh. What is it? What does a
What
garter
is it?
do? It's just a thigh thing.
Yeah.
Did you do that with?
bracelet?
No,
Carla?
no.
Okay.
no. We didn't do that whole taking it off in front of the family thing.
You did it later.
No, we had a thing like already, like it was just like a little bottle of tequila we threw it. Because you're supposed to throw it. A little bottle. People knew what they were gonna catch. It wasn't like they were like,
Bunk out.
We threw a bottle of Patron at the gas.
oh yeah,
Wait.
because the garter's supposed to go to the single guys, and then the
I don't know.
bouquet-
I just know they take it off.
Yeah, they take
Oh.
it off and then they throw it. That's the weirdest part about it is you take it off your wife and then you throw it to
a bunch
single
of-
men. And
Ew.
A bunch of fiending men. Like,
Yeah.
fighting over
That's
like
so
cats.
weird.
yeah.
God, why do we do this?
Wait, what's the tequila thing?
Oh
Explain
no,
that
we
to
did.
me.
We just
You just
instead of
changed
doing
it.
a whole garter, we just said like, hey, whoever catches this, like a little flask with tequila in it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that a?
Instead of-
You guys
there's
come up with
tradition,
that?
We came up with that.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Better option, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as it's a decent sized bottle. You know, like with the Klaus Azul bottle.
Oh. Bing.
It's like a little mini thing.
Okay.
Dang.
Parents must be proud on both sides. Spat another sarcastically. I don't think it's that
It's
bad.
just wild.
Yeah, it's just a wild thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't think it's that wide. I mean,
But I mean, would
That's
you do that in
pretty-
front of your grandma?
Dear Lord.
depends. It's not like it's okay. It'd be different if he went like he would actually, okay. But
He was doing the whole like V with his hand.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, because if this is all it is, and right after that, she just flip back down.
It's like pushing books over in a bookcase.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's been a long day, hasn't it?
Yeah.
My next
Finally.
wedding ain't this. I don't even want one.
This is gonna be. That's actually what I think too. This is gonna be a fun marriage. It seems like a fun couple.
Fun marriage.
If they're just
Nice.
down to do whatever in front of a bunch of olds at their wedding. Hell yeah.
Not the Jesus slippers, girl.
Oh, did she have those?
She was.
Jesus
She
slippers.
did.
Got the Jesus host slides on.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Jeez.
Birkenstocks. She's wearing Birkenstocks. Well, I guess she probably took off her high heels by this point.
Jesus Christ 11s.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
Wow.
Well, good for her.
That's funny.
This is kind of a follow up. Not that one. Where is it? So we talked about those 2 shark attacks last time. Another
Sharks.
lady, 73. She was a diver, a scuba diver. She got attacked by a shark.
Oh.
Nature's fighting back, you guys.
Ooh,
Picture.
that's the pick.
'Cause-
Oh,
Did I talk about it on the show about the orcas attacking?
I think so.
And now the sharks are attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the whales are going to start. The dolphins already.
Dolphins are gonna
Dolphins already
fight back.
attack people. They're horny as fuck, and they are word. We can
Oh,
bleep that
do
out.
they?
They are word women apparently.
Yikes.
They essay women. Yeah, like what's going on in nature?
Heidi's 500. Let's see.
Well,
Oh, amputate. Oh,
I think she lost the
horrible.
leg. Yeah, she gave her a tourniquet. Blah 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 blah. It said she like smacked it or something because she's a
Ooh.
diver, so she knew.
Yeah.
Where was it at? She can see the predator thrashing the water. She hit it with her hand to scare it off. But there was blood everywhere. 73.
On her 500th scuba dive.
Let's just do it. Let's just amputate. She's been dying
Mm.
for 11 years. She's probably had enough.
Mm-hmm.
They swim around us. We take pictures. They don't threaten us. I never felt any danger until now. Because now the animals are fighting back.
And maybe Gregory is wrong.
Who's Gregory?
Gregory, one of the guests last week.
What did he have to say about the sharks?
Gregory, he loves sharks. Everything about
does?
them, yeah. He says they're gentle giants.
Gentle?
Maybe
He's
Gregory is
never
wrong.
seen a shark video.
Oh, he loves sharks.
I guess he's never seen them feed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's seen them feed.
They're not gentle.
We need to have Gregory in when Marcus is here. One
Yeah. Marcus is like, what?
We'll ask him.
Gregory is just like, you swine.
Swine.
Dirty
But yeah, so the animals are fighting back, and we should all be afraid.
Yikes.
Or just stay out of the water because I didn't get to talk about it, but the submarine thing happened.
There it is.
And people are still talking about it, but the thing, okay. So when we all know about it, when this first happened, you remember a couple years ago, like 10, 15 years ago, there was that floating balloon that was like in the suburbs. I don't remember where. And like there was a kid inside of it. Do you remember that? It was like a little like not hot air balloon, but it was like a little contraption that had a giant balloon attached to it. And they're like the police trying to get it down and the parents trying to get it down. And they're like, our son's inside of it. Ooh. And then afterwards it was all a hoax.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt about this. Because I did not heard anything about the submarine at all until it was lost. There was no like, oh, this is an expedition that people are doing. And then I remember like, oh, this thing's missing at sea or missing in the bottom of the ocean. I was like, what? And then they were showing pictures of it, but there was no video of like anybody getting into a boat. There was no like, hey, we're about to get into the Titanic. There was none of that. So I was like, is this one like a hoax? Like, I don't really know what this is.
Oh.
And then like now I know it's not, but this thing imploded. And like I'm on, because I'm making fun of it. But it is sad. Like it is a sad story.
It's sad, but it's
I'm on like both sides of it where I'm like, it sucks that these people died and like horrifically, but also like right away. So they didn't really feel it. But when I started learning about the submarine and how it was built and how it was operated, I was like, why would you get in this thing?
Yeah.
Why? First of all, they only charge $250,000 a person, which to me sounds extremely cheap to go to the bottom of the ocean. That sounds very cheap to me. But then they were talking about the guy. I saw the video of the guy describing like how he built it. And like, oh, I got this from some salvage, and I got this from the camping store. And I'm like, what? Like, this is supposed to go to the bottom of the ocean? And he's like, this is my controller to control it, and it's a Logitech controller, a third-party controller. A third party. This is not a Sony-made PlayStation. First of all, controlling your ship with a controller like that is insane. This is not like a Sony, Microsoft, whatever. Like this is a third party controller. Okay,
trash.
And like, there's no windows on this thing, so if you go down, you're just watching on a little screen.
Yeah,
Titanic. So like that seems not that fun.
And around the Titanic.
Yeah, and
they're spooky already.
That thing's the size of a minivan, and you're all cramped in there for hours. And it's like I'm thinking like, why would you want to do this? It seems so not fun.
I went into it.
Yeah, and they brought out, now it's been released, like they've like experts, they've talked to experts, and they're like, because when it went missing, like, yeah, they're dead. They're fucking dead. And they would have, the news was insane. They had like a countdown for the air and stuff. Like they're going to be out of oxygen tomorrow. And like every professional is like, they're fucking dead.
Yeah. We
know what happened. They're dead. And it was just like, okay. And then, what was I going to say? Anyway, it's like, it's tragic that these people are dead, but also what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah.
Getting onto this little poorly built craft to go see the Titanic.
Like, couldn't you tell?
Yeah, and it's
what tell us made out shit.
They had like somebody read the risks because that they made them sign away. Like, hey, you're at risk or whatever. They had to sign it, and it was like, I would not go if I had that contractor at now. Like, hey, you may fucking implode. You may melt. You may like this thing. A little thing can go wrong, and there's no escape plan.
Yeah,
something goes wrong, you're dead. I'm like, well, we're not going then.
Jeez, yeah.
So
no, thank you.
I don't know, dude. And also too, like back to the news, like we hear banging down there. It's like it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
how could they get that? How could they hear that?
It's just a news story. They're just trying to make money off of it. Yeah, let's make it a story, and it's like, that part's gross too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when like all the professionals are like, they're dead.
Yeah.
We know what happened. They're dead. We know like if you're that far down, something goes wrong, you just fucking, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And no, the news is like, no, we hear banging. They're bringing me out of oxygen by tomorrow morning. It's like,
And then they bring on James Cameron to talk about it.
yeah, I didn't even listen to him because I
Why?
don't take him seriously. But
Why would they?
what's he gonna say? Like, I go down there 100 times a year. And it's like,
And that never happens to me.
yeah.
I'm James
Well, he's probably
Cameron.
not going in a minivan. You know,
Yeah.
he's in like the. Well, he probably didn't pay 250,000. He
Yeah.
probably paid 250 million to go down there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
He probably got the better sub.
Well, he didn't die. So yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
But yeah, it sucks, dude. I can't, and the only small joy or like what's relief, I guess, is that they didn't even know they died.
Yeah.
You know, they've just
So quick.
I think they said it was like 0.3 milliseconds. It's like that's how
Damn.
fast it is. And it's almost like a proton.
Mm-hmm.
We all just kind of fuse together. That it's like, okay. But I don't know. Sucks.
Oh,
And now
thank you.
there's just like debris, but it's all covered up. That doesn't look fused together, but I think because they
It
said
looks
they
so small.
detached a part of it when they realized something was wrong, and then
Oh.
I don't know. I don't want to read this though. What are they gonna say? Like, oh, I don't know. Like we tried to recover it. Yeah, fuck you. So, you want to say anything to say about that? Or we're good.
No.
I said it all.
Yeah. you did.
This one's funny.
Research.
So back to the nun stuff, I guess. Restaurant hired fake priests to get sin confessions from work. This is hilarious because I can only imagine the stories I would hear at my work.
Yeah.
If this is the owner of a taqueria, so of course they're going to be Catholic, have been ordered to pay $70,000. They hired a fake priest. That's so funny. To get confessions from people.
Wow.
I don't want to read all this, but I'm guessing they maybe thought they were stealing or something from the company. But it would be hilarious to have a TV show where you hire a fake priest.
Yeah.
And you get it for like, so you have like a God-fearing staff. So they're all like, you know, those people. And they're like, this is our priest. So,
It is.
you know, if you want to confess anything about the workplace, I don't know, I'm doing that accent. Here they are. Well, it's a taqueria.
Anything. If you want to confess about anything.
Yeah, you can tell them anything you want.
Tell Father Robert.
And the priest is actually like, he works at like a Jiffy Lube. He's not a real priest.
Rig a
He's-
mechanic's outfit.
Yeah, it's like, my son, tell me your troubles. And then they're like, yeah, I stole $20 from the register because I just really needed to pay that bill and I was behind, but I put it back in the next week, blah, 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 blah.
They're like, this place is a joke.
And they rip open the wall and they're like, gotcha.
Rip up the wall.
No.
Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Or like a punk thing where they're just like, and you're fired. Kool-Aid man. He busts through
God.
demolish their building just
The
to get this
taqueria.
$20 that was stolen. It's kind of a cool idea.
Maria Para.
Amongst the most shameless they'd ever seen. I think this is a good idea.
As soon as the confession started, I found the conversation to be strange and unlike normal confessions, where I would tell a priest about the sins I wanted to confess.
This is a pretty good idea if you have suspicions about your God-fearing employees who may be stealing from you.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, because they're not going to tell you, but they'll tell a priest because they're Catholic as fuck. They'll tell the priest anything. Give it some Hail Marys and you're good.
Yeah. Oh my God. We need to make that show happen.
Okay, I'll writing. I just downloaded the final draft, so I'll write a script.
Okay.
Fake priest.
Fake priest. We'll close on this one.
Oh.
Woman horrifies plane passengers by brushing teeth, spitting in the seat.
Ugh.
I pulled this because I have a similar story. I felt something took on my leg. Okay, there's a foot.
What?
Oof.
They were cold.
What?
Wait, this is a different story.
This is a different story.
That's a different story.
Maybe I have to reload it.
That's still odd.
Anyway, why would you brush your teeth? Maybe go in the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom.
She joined the Mile High Scrub.
No. Yeah, still the same.
Same video.
Oh.
It is pretty gross.
Yeah.
I pulled this because I have a similar story. Then I flew to Vegas one year. And Vegas is a short flight, 30, 45 minutes. And the woman next to me started cutting her toenails.
Oof.
We were close to the end.
That's pretty bad.
And I had noticed that she was barefoot for the flight, whatever. But then she started cutting her toenails, and you hear the like clip, like the click, click, and I was like, "This can't be happening."
Yeah.
And then at one point, I like just moved in the seat or what? Something. And she was like, oh, did I get you? Oh. I was like,
Yeah.
No, but
No.
you're aware that you could.
Yeah.
Shit.
You trying?
You were, that's a possibility that you would hit me with a toenail and you're still doing it.
Are you aiming?
But no, you didn't get me. He was like, okay.
Disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
Would you cut your toenails on a flight?
Hell no. Hell no.
You take your shoes off on a flight?
I don't know. I wear socks, so sure.
That's still taking your shoes off.
I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't take my shoes
Still
off
seems
on a flight.
weird. Yeah.
Especially on a short flight.
I don't want any.
She was
Yeah,
on- she-
short
this-
to Vegas.
I don't know about this lady. She was on a 45-minute flight.
Yeah.
And she couldn't, like, oh, this is the perfect time to cut my toenails.
There's no way that's the greatest time.
Disgusting. People are trash. They are. That's gross. Why would you do that? On flights, too, like, I don't know. People are gross on flights. They dress like slobs a lot of the time. Like, I'm in pajamas on a, like, what do you can dress comfortably without being in pajamas on a flight?
This is not
What the
your
fuck is
house.
wrong with you? They have like
This isn't even your car.
bunch of pillows with them, and you're like, okay.
Okay.
We're all adults here. I guess you're a toddler. But yeah, I guess we can close on that since we're a little bit over. But
All right, y'all.
do you have anything else you want to talk about before we
I think
wrap
we're
it
good.
up?
It was a good pod.
Okay. So we'll close it out for today, episode 56. Thank you for being here. Caesar, plug your huge resume.
You can follow me at I am Caesar Rod on Instagram. You can follow at The Rodriguez Show, which is the other radio show that I do. You can follow Rodriguez Podcast if you want me to produce a podcast for you. And lastly, Carla and Caesar's Modern Life on YouTube. That's the other show that I do with my wife. And that's it.
Nice. At the _Clint show. Let's do this, people. Let's keep going.
Yes, let's keep going. Uncle 2_Marcus and everything. The 30s pod. Instagram, and YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the things.
Like, subscribe, watch.
Like, subscribe. We'll see you at Flappers and Burbank. We'll see you in the comedy scene. We'll be around.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to shows.
Let's go to shows.
Let's do it.
Yes, we'll have a good time. Thank you for being here again. We'll see you guys again next time with more Blue Drink.
Blue drink.
More Blue Drink.
Woo!